I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together we are Pajamas. And our mini sabbatical from Doctor Who is over. As now we are going to go on to the season 3 Christmas, season 3 Christmas episode, The Bridge, from 3 to 4. Voyage of the Damned. When we last left off, the TARDIS had the Titanic crash into it.
Yes.
And when I say sabbatical, I don't mean like we didn't watch. We watched Time Crash and we watched Infinite Quest. Those were both Patreon requests that we did. But we've been busy.
Yes.
With a lot of stuff, yeah. So we took that time that we were ahead. We binged the end of season 3. So we took the time that we had to watch more stuff and do other stuff. Like we've prepped for the October project.
It's a process in the making.
Yeah. We watched Hell of a Boss. I've been watching Marvel. There's a couple other projects as well. So it's just been busy. Really, really busy. As you know, I've been editing like a fiend lately. But we are going to jump back into Doctor Who today and check this out and see what happens and if we get a new companion. Bye, Martha.
Well, already this looks like a very interesting title. It reminds me of that old film, Village of the Damned.
Yeah.
It leads me to wonder, maybe that's connected.
That'd be cool. I figured that just they were damned because they're on the Titanic.
Oh.
That'd be cool if it was like Village of the Damned inspired. I'd be all about that, 110%. We already had one horror-esque episode this past season with Blink, which was great. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's see what's going on with the old Doctor Who's. Without further ado, let's get into it.
The Titanic is now in orbit above Sol 3, also
Oh.
known as Earth. Population, human.
Yeah, the hard rock. Kylie Minogue? What? Oh, that's awesome. I'm 1,000% more looking forward to this now.
And I should know because my name is Max.
Okay.
Travel all the way here. I'm still waiting on tables.
No shore leave.
He's on the hunt.
We're not allowed. I get you a drink. On the house.
She's an old ship, full of aches and pains.
Like me.
The ship's historic, and I shall be taking you to old London town in the country of UK. The people of UK go to war with the country of Turkey. They then eat the Turkey people.
I'm sorry, sir. It's my duty.
No thanks to that idiot.
The steward just died.
Then he's a dead idiot.
What is it? What's wrong?
That's my ship over there.
Where?
That box.
TARDIS is in peril again.
It's convenient that it would land in England.
Get this thing off me!
1, we're going to climb through this ship. B, no. 2, we're going to reach the bridge. 3, we'll see. Follow me.
Hang on a minute. Who put you in charge? And who the hell are you anyway?
Right? Yeah. You tell him, snotty,
I'm the doctor.
douchey guy.
I'm a...
Mr. Van Hoff, I know we've only just met, but you'll have to excuse me.
I'm stuck too.
You might be a time king from Gadaby, but he's done it.
Time King.
But you look good for 903.
You should see me in the morning.
Imagine it. No tax, no bills, no boss. Just the open sky.
Oh, there's a sales pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Three questions to save my life, am I right?
Correct.
No, that wasn't one of them. I didn't mean it. That's not fair. Can I start again?
Information.
He's gone down there on his own, and I can't just leave him.
Uh-oh, slow motion.
Thank you. Happy Christmas.
If a passenger has an accident on shore leave and they're still wearing their teleport, the molecules are automatically suspended and held in stasis.
How convenient.
Falling.
Yeah.
Only halfway there.
She's just atom stopped. An echo with the ghost of consciousness. You could decide who lives and who dies. That would make you a monster. I suppose you'll be off.
The open sky.
And what about me?
I travel alone.
You're not a
Best
female.
that way.
What am I supposed to do?
Be a female. That was Voyage of the Damned.
That was wonderful.
What did you like about it?
Several things.
Mhm.
One, for example, Mr. Copper, he's Richard from Keeping Up Appearances.
Oh,
I
cool.
recognized him.
Cool.
And it also involved the Titanic. I really liked how they mixed old and new
Mhm.
together.
Agreed, yeah.
Very whimsical.
Mhm.
And very heartfelt as well.
Yeah. I could go on.
Yes, I saw it as well, of how nitpicky he seems to have suddenly become of having people with him. He journeys alone? No, he does not travel alone. He does sometimes, but only for a little bit.
Much like you, he did not want to have an 80-year-old man with him. You know what we're talking about. Inebriated Questions 3 is where you want to go.
Well,
Like, what? You can't dangle the carrot in front of me, then get mad when I try and bite at it. Like, continue with what stuff you liked.
I really liked the main female lead.
Mhm. Yep.
She was an excellent actress, and she actually would have made a very good companion, I would think.
I knew she wasn't going to be just because of who she was. That's Kylie Minogue. And it's like, there's no way Kylie Minogue is signing on for a season of Doctor Who. That would have been freaking awesome. I would have loved it. Would have been completely on board for it. But
What else has she been in?
she's like Madonna, but better.
Ah,
She's been around since like the 80s.
hmm.
Yeah, she's like she's a singer, actress, but she's essentially like Australian Madonna. Except that not only is she making music like Madonna,
Mhm.
she's making good music still, unlike Madonna, who,
Ah.
who forgot how to make good music in like the 2000s.
Ah,
Yeah, like she had a big research. She hit it big, went away, and then came back huge. I believe in the 90s, early 2000s. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of Kylie Minogue. I like her a lot. I have a lot of respect for her. You can assess by the way I reacted when I saw her name. I was like, oh my god. had a fanboy moment. It's Kylie Minogue. But yeah, I would have been really, really happy if she'd been the companion. But alas, that sword of Damocles is still hanging over my head into season 4.
oh. The Doctor saved the Queen again.
Did if I kept it in the reactions for YouTube, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But his face when the Titanic just missed Buckingham Palace.
Yes, I was thinking, don't you dare.
Yeah.
And he managed to save the palace. Those were main things that I liked about it.
Okay.
Shall we go to your notes?
Already?
How about what you thought of it then?
I've said what I have to say. Now you just say your notes so we can go. No, usually like when it ends, I just like talk. So like I'll let you have the floor for a little bit. I really like how, as you said, they combine the old and the new, like making the Titanic a ship, like a spaceship, a space vessel, if you will. And then it was like the meteors were the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
But then roles switched when the Titanic was crashing. The Titanic was the iceberg and the Earth was the Titanic.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool how they flipped that. That was very clever.
And all for the sake of retirement.
Yeah.
Interestingly.
See, that I'm not as, like, I get it. It's fine. I'm not even going to nitpick it because it fit with the narrative of the whole thing. But for me, from Max Capricorn on, like when the reveal, I was kind of like, about it.
It was sort of what I was expecting what was going on. I was suspecting that maybe he wanted this to happen not simply to have the new shareholders get sent to jail, but that it would be publicity, and with the notion of all publicity is good publicity, that it would then have his company's name, or his name himself, cemented in galactic history forever. Like the Titanic is in history forever.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I thought that it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be some sort of huge climax in history.
Climax. Capricorn.
And yes, his gold tooth really does shine every time that he smiles for some reason.
Yeah.
It isn't some sort of lighting effect. That was edited in. His tooth somehow does that.
It was edited in. Yeah, it was just a little too heavy-handed. It was like that kind of, like, I get it was supposed to be like over the top villain. So I understand it. And I also understand it's like the Christmas episode. They're going to be heavy-handed with some stuff, and that's fine. But at the end, when he's thinking about, he looks up before he gets in the TARDIS, and she just like flies. I'm like, I know. But
yes, it's the nature of what kind of episode it is.
Exactly. I know. No. I know people are like, here we go again. We haven't got to my notes yet, so if you don't like what I have to say on stuff, you're not gonna like what I have to say later. So that wasn't necessary. Like she went into space. Like, did she come down? Like, can she control her flight path now? She came into the atmosphere of Earth, and then I don't know. I'm not a doctor, obviously.
I think that Mr. Copper mentioned that she was only a semblance of consciousness or something like that, which leads me to think that actually no, she cannot consciously do anything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yes, because of the nature that it's a Christmas special, so of course there's going to be some sort of whimsical end.
Exactly.
It is a good touch, but it sort of contradicts what probably gave him some motivation to let her go, because she in a way was already let go.
Yeah. So there was that. Midshipman Frame was very cute.
Oh yes, he was.
I did not want him to die. I was glad he did not. But overall, yeah, I didn't mind it. It was I wasn't the biggest fan of the reveal and Max Capricorn. I thought it was a good villain. Yeah, he looked like a villain.
He did give off that sense of being a shady businessman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Kylie Minogue. The doctor, like usual, is hitting his usual beats. I'll get to him in the notes. Just you wait. So I was hoping we would find out about the new companion. I was hoping we would find out our first couple footsteps into season 4. But we will just have to wait until we get there.
At least we saw that, well, he didn't cause the sinking of the original Titanic, of which he then conveniently saved his TARDIS by having it put back together.
It wasn't
when it crashed into it, he simply cranked, and then all of a sudden...
Oh, in the beginning. Okay, I think when it crashed to Earth. Gotcha.
At the beginning, I was wondering...
Yeah.
That seemed a little too convenient.
That didn't bother me. He was just reversing time.
Well, yes. As a Time Lord, he can probably go backwards and forwards. That could actually come in handy when he's out of the TARDIS, but apparently he needs to be in the TARDIS to do that.
We don't know all the rules yet. We take them as we get them. So... Yeah, I didn't mind him like putting it back together, like reversing time and then porting into the Titanic. That was fine. Didn't bother me at all. And then when the TARDIS was lost again, the TARDIS was in peril again, the way it was retrieved made sense. I didn't mind it. It fell to Earth because it was going to the next, gravitational pull, whatever. Next orbit, whatever. Boom, is an Earth. Doctor goes down to Earth with the teleportation pads. 100% makes sense. It's not nearly as contrived as like your TARDIS is in a locked pit. Just saying.
Well, the only thing that I would say, oh, how convenient that it lands where else but in England.
Maybe it's like its coordinates are too. It should. Like, think about all the fucking American shows and everything like goes back to New York. somehow. Every episode of Doctor Who could take place in England and it wouldn't bother me. And being indoctrinated with the yeehaw mentality, it gets tiring. It's nice to see something else from a different point of view.
I probably shouldn't be too picky that, well, most of the Earth is ocean, so would it have crashed into the ocean? Much more likely. But clearly, he cannot transport himself into the ocean. It leads me to think that that's probably much more what's going on instead of it simply picking up random place on Earth.
That always happens to be London. Yeah. Even the stuff that like, would bother me didn't really bother me. If this was a normal episode, not the Christmas one, I would have nitpicked a lot more. I found the Doctor doing Doctor stuff more annoying to me than anything. And even then, it's just kind of like, when are we done with David Tennant? When are we done? Don't tell me, please. Don't tell me, please. I don't know what to say about that. I haven't already said before. It's just like he just like people want to argue with me in the comments. Like, he's not predatory. He singles out females. Like he just found like the prettiest female on the ship that he saw first and immediately set his sights and started doing his like, I have a spaceship and I could go anywhere in time and would you know,
yes, I did notice that.
See, he does that. You can say he doesn't, and that's fine. We can agree to disagree. That's fine. He does. He has an MO. He does. Part of it is he's a lonely alien, and I get that. But then when the older gentleman was like, "Hey, can I come with, what about me?" And he's like, "Oh, I travel. I don't, I travel alone."
Except for when he doesn't.
The fuck, which has been all the time. Like, the fuck you do travel alone? You just don't want to travel with that guy because he's not a fucking female, human-looking female. No, this one proves that what I'm thinking is true. I'm sorry, it does. It does. I'm not trying to be, like, pokey and proddy. I'm just saying, like, people get at me in comments about stuff saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, he clearly showed his mode. He has him. And when I say it's predatory, people take that so literally to mean, like, predator, like, gross. No, I just mean like he is on the hunt and he sees prey. And then he woos them. And then does his like usual verbal magic to try and, sway people, human-looking females, to join him. And it's like,
but when they do join, well, then he tries to not get attached to them, but then why go and do this in the first place then if you know that she's going to start developing attachments towards you?
I really long for the older Doctor Who's that I keep hearing about where it's not romantic. It's just their companions and they're along for the ride. That's what I want. That's all that I want now. I miss Eccleston's Doctor. He was so aloof and alien acting. He just had a certain charm about him. And I like that, even with Rose. Like, I don't think he really kissed Rose until that one scene where he's like, you need a doctor. And he took the time stuff out of her, when she was like Super Saiyan Rose. But for Christ's sake, how many people has David Tennant kissed in the last 2 seasons? Many. Stop with the romantic stuff. I don't know why it's not working for me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. I really can't put into words why this bothers me so much. Just that it does. And I know it irritates so many of you out there, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm not going to pretend something's okay when it's not. Like, that would just be a fake reaction. And I said when we started this that all our reactions were going to be 100% authentic.
That's why this isn't scripted.
Yeah, like it's a stream of consciousness, and this one was just kind of like, okay, you're doing your stuff, and then you have a chance to show that, you just want a companion. You don't want female companionship, human female companionship. And no, you turn the guy down. And I'm sure people have a rationale for it. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Completely numb to that. But then again, you have to remember, as I've said in the past, you have the ability of hindsight. We don't. This is all new to us as we're getting it. So I'm seeing the same stuff over and over and over very quickly. Yeah, that was my biggest pet peeve with this episode was, like, I wouldn't have minded Kylie Minogue being the companion, but they went from like 0 to like romantically lovey doctor stuff like that. And then older Jen was like, hey, what about me? I travel alone. No, you don't. No, you don't. Like, you're going to get a human female companion probably in 4.1. So it's not for me. It's not for me. And it doesn't have to be for me. We don't have to agree on everything. So I'm getting myself wound up.
I really like it that Mr. Copper had a very skewed
Yeah.
view of how
Yeah.
things are on Earth.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me, sort of like basically what people do when they see a remnant of something, they try to put the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
And well, sometimes those pieces, they may not be consistent with the pieces that actually would have happened.
Well, that's probably how it is now. Yeah. Yeah.
It sort of reminded me of
Assumption.
it sort of reminded me of historians and archaeologists that
Mm-hmm. That's what I was
they've gone to this place that no one's ever gone before, and they found these remnants, but aren't sure what they mean, and so they try to put some pieces together, but because there isn't any writing to say, what does this mean? What does that mean? They have to guess.
Yeah.
And sometimes you could get something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when you brought that up. That we actually do that nowadays as well.
Oh, I also liked it that they touched on human rights in the form of androids.
Yeah, where they had rights now and they could get married and
That was very relatable.
yeah, oh yeah. I appreciate I think RTD did this one too. I appreciate him putting that in there as well.
And it actually may be something that will have to be discussed in the future when there actually is such a thing.
Yeah, maybe. What rights would androids have? We don't know. You ever support future androids as a look down upon segment of society? At least you won't have a book written by men as a indoctrination.
Find the vaguest piece of literature and someone will try to interpret that to mean androids no.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yep. With no other interpretation at all. Just that one. And all context of that interpretation gone.
Yes.
On purpose. All right, you want to go to my notes?
Yes.
Let's go to my notes.
Philip's notes.
I'm not looking forward to the comment section on this one.
Well, things that you have complained about, they are prominent in this special.
Yeah. It was like boom, 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 like one after the other.
As if they were expecting you to see this and wanted you to comment on this.
2007, Russell T Davies is like, Philip and Justin will watch this in the year 2021. Philip hates all of these few things. Let's put them all in one episode, or back to back, and people in a YouTube, something on YouTube, and he will post it on there, and we'll probably copyright claim it, even though we have no right to, because it's fair use. I don't know why I know these things, because I'm in 2007, but I'm going to put all these things in this episode just to piss him off so that everyone gets mad at him and yells at him in the comments, and I've lost connection.
Wow.
There you go.
That actually would have been very interesting if it would have actually happened.
And then 6 months after they watch this, he will inherit $1 million, and they will never have to worry about anything ever again. And Philip can take care of Justin for the rest of his life, so he doesn't have to break his body at a crappy job, and he deserves better. And I lost connection.
Oh, sweet.
All right, let's go to my notes. So yeah, so we brought up a lot of this. We talked about Kylie Minogue. We talked about Titanic in space. Very cool idea. Very cool reimagining.
I have wondered if it would be very interesting if someone were to actually remake a Titanic. Probably not call it the Titanic, because it would be too demeaning to.
Yeah, it'd be a little.
It would be
poor
too,
taste.
As if it were somehow trying to be a replacement of the Titanic. No, it's not. So it would be something like the second Titanic or Titanic 2.
Space Titanic.
Well, not only as a spaceship, but I wondered that also as an actual ship.
Initially, when we met Max Capricorn, I thought it was I didn't think it was going to be the villain, but I thought that as a character, it amused me. I should know, because my name is Max. I'm like, what? That's so stupid.
Well, yes, he did seem full of himself, referring to himself as Max, which, well, yes, of course he can say that. That's his name.
Okay, look, y'all. My third note. A doctor on the hunt. Alone. Wasn't always alone, but I am now. Who are you? Third note. That's how soon it happened. Yeah. The doctor could be less like horny man. I'm not saying he is horny. He's an alien. I don't know how that stuff works with him. Like Jackie said back season 1, does he have 2 of everything? We don't know. Until my story time. Mini story time. This was like some years back, like right before we met. I actually had friends who liked me and wanted to hang out with me. People watching my reviews are like, You had friends. You're a giant asshole. Well, I think we were together when, no, you knew like Dave and Charlie. And before we met, we would go out to like bars and pizzeria places that served, like they were big into like beer and drinking and stuff. So I did because I wanted to, like, I'd never done that before. So why not? One of them, and I won't mention his name because I'm not here to slander anyone, invited me to hang out with him and his friends because I think they had just, like, they were like one of those like small local bands. They were practicing and they just finished. They were at a bar that was down the street from where I used to live. So I went and hung out, and we're drinking, and I'm trying to like awkwardly fit in with these people I don't know, and then he gets up and sings a song. He sings Sweater Weather. Good song. And after the song, this girl comes up and compliments him. She's like, "I love that song. Thank you. I'm so glad you sung that. Thank you for singing that. It's like one of my favorite songs." And he went from just my friend to creepy, pervy, horny man. Like that. Like, it was just kind of like, "Thank you." He's like, because she said thank you, turned to walk away, and he was just like, and he went followed right behind her. I left because I was like, it gave me the creeps. That's what the doc, not on this level, but that's kind of how I correlate the doctor acting. He's like, So that's what I'm thinking in my head to give you some context. I really hope that my friend didn't, because she was really drunk and he was not.
Actually makes the situation
I feel bad for women in general. They have to put up with like straight dudes. I'm sorry.
I was on the assumption that maybe both of them were drunk, but
he had been drinking. He was not drunk. She was clearly drunk.
Oh.
And he was in go mode. So when I say doctors on the hunt, on a smaller scale, not on a like,
not exactly like that, but take a fraction.
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of. So back to what you were saying. Let's lighten the mood. Sorry about that. Back to what you were saying about the guy had the degree in Earthonomics. So Earth during Christmas had Santa who had claws, was married to Mary. They were invading the country of Turkey. Where they were going to eat them. And then they were like went boxing. That was really, really clever. Really clever.
That does sound very much like someone who's trying to put the pieces of this ancient culture back together.
Yeah. I enjoyed immensely, and this is something I've noticed, I've said before in RTD stuff, continuity. The fact that everyone was afraid on Christmas. So they were all inside because of the spaceship the year before, and then like the starship with the Spider Queen after that. I like that. That's cool. Like, if you've seen spaceships in the sky 2 Christmases in a row, you're probably gonna stay inside.
Yes, indeed. It shows that nobody has forgotten about it. At least by now, people cannot say that they've been on vacation.
Well, here's the thing. Like, back in earlier seasons, I'd complained that no one was talking about it. And as I said earlier, it's because you have the beauty of hindsight. You knew that they brought it up. You knew that it's addressed. You know that it's actually woven into the story. We didn't know that in season 1. Just like in season 3, at the end of right now, going into season 4, there's not that part where I'm probably questioning or annoyed about or talking about that you're like, fixes itself in season 5. Not there yet. You brought up the cyborg. They passed a law. They could get married. I like that too. There was lots of fat shaming. Like, lots and lots of fat shaming. I really wasn't digging that.
There was.
But speaking of gaining weight, I think that I need to eat more food so I can gain more weight. And then maybe then I can have David Tennant grab my ass and push. Mr. David Tennant, what do you think? I've been trying to lose weight, but if gaining it means you'll grab my ass, let's talk. Oh, another tropey thing the doctor did, in addition to being Mr. Predator guy, the da 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 wait da 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 no wait. Just saying. And then when he was trying to sell Astrid on the idea of coming with him, I wrote, the doctor is giving his sales pitch. He's a salesman. His currency is adventure. And the bonus you get when you buy is him.
It is an interesting offer, though.
And he did it twice. See, multiple this episode was like, I'm assuming all the other episodes the Doctor does is like, wait, and the romantic stuff and all that stuff. I assume that's all RTD. Because they were in full effect here in one. See, what we said earlier, all things were happening in one episode. You even said, looked like he like purposely, it was like, I'm going to do this on purpose to make Philip mad. Like, these are all hot button things. Because here, I have a Doctor giving a sales pitch, and then boom, boom, two notes later, Max Capricorn says, kill him. And he's like, it's fine. I'm just saying, it happens a lot. I get that is a character, like just part of his character. But I'm just saying it would not work every single time. Max Capricorn has no reason, there's no reason he needs to listen to him. Kills the Doctor. Goes back into his little, like, freaking bunker thing. He wins.
An interesting point.
That's what bothers me more, to clarify it. It's not that he does it. It's that the people listen to him when they don't have to. From Spider Queen to this, like, he stalls and people stall with him. But you wouldn't in every instance. I get why they do. It's part of the Doctor as this being.
They need to have the plot go in this direction.
Exactly. I think they go to that well a little too much. And that it works a little too much. Like, one time he should get shot or something. And he could be alive at the end or whatever. That's fine. I won't care about that. It would just be the fact that whoa, wait, bang. And then we're like, oh, crap. But no, they're like, okay, we won't kill you because, I mean, we have no reason to stop from killing you. But yes, you can talk. But what? What? Oh, now I'm dead. I did not like the forklift versus Max Capricorn. I didn't like that. From visuals to what happened, wasn't digging that scene. It's going to sound like I hated the episode. I didn't. I liked it. There were just a lot of, like, trigger things in this one. Lots of triggers in this one that were ironically all the things that I don't like in one episode, which is amusing to think about, as we have already. Once the Doctor started, like, being lifted up with the hosts, the heavenly hosts, which awesome inclusion there. That was clever. I'm officially calling the Doctor Space Jesus. I dubbed him that in 3.13 when he, like, un-old manned himself and was flying towards the Master. And yeah, he's Space Jesus now. I wrote, Justin breathes a sigh of relief when the Titanic almost ran into the Queen. And then my last note for everyone that is watching on YouTube, I wrote, douche guy lives. And I thought that really mirrors real life. Because all the people you'd want to live wouldn't. Like, there would be some asshole that would survive, when maybe the nicer person should have been the one to have that luxury.
But though, like Mr. Corpus said, that the moment that you start deciding who lives and who dies, well, what makes you different from a murderer?
No, monster.
Well, yes, a monster, but you could also say a murderer, and, well, that led me to think, isn't that basically God?
Mm-hmm.
Since he's the one who decides who lives and who dies, that does put a very interesting point of view on that.
Well, I think calling the person a monster is way more powerful. I really, really like that line a lot. It's just the Doctor's face. I was like, because he has decided who lives and who dies before.
Yes.
And I thought
several times. Actually.
Yeah. I was like, that was really good.
Actually, many times.
Yeah.
This definitely gives him an existential pause.
It won't. It never does. The Doctor's way too arrogant. This version of the Doctor is way too arrogant. Well, no, Eccleston was arrogant too, but in a different way. He was just more tolerable to me. But that's just, so many things are dead horses right now, aren't they? And I'm just beating them all. Making beautiful music. And that's all for my notes. Everything else is from patrons over on Patreon. But yeah, I mean, yes, there were little hot button things for me, nitpicky things, but at this point when they come down, I'm just like, I'm not like, oh my God. Although I guess maybe I was in this one. I don't know. I guess it all comes down to your interpretation of how you think I'm reacting. I did not mind this episode. Is it one that I would watch again? Maybe. Because I had Kylie Minogue, and she is better Madonna. And she's really, really awesome. We had, the cute midshipman. He was nice. He was pleasant. As usual, my issue with the episode is the Doctor. So I've said before, I'll say it again. I cannot wait to be out of David Tennant Doctor land. I really want to. I want to see someone else's interpretation of it. And I'm sure season 7 or 8, I will look back on this and be eating my words, eating all the crow. I'm calling it now. There's probably gonna be a doctor later on that is gonna make me wish I had David Tennant. It's gonna be like, okay, you're just like David Tennant, but you're not cute. Fuck. At least I have something pretty to look at. And at the end of the day, what more can you ask for?
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I did actually find it as a clever symbolism when the hosts, when they took off their took off their halos, it then looked like they had horns.
Yes, good call. Yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah. Good observation.
One other interesting thing that I really liked was like how, for example, when Dr. Cobber mentioned about her being a collection of chemicals, a collection of atoms, and that she was only a semblance of consciousness, as if she were snapshot in time. That actually reminded me earlier of, in the Shakespeare episode, if witchcraft were real, how would it be explained in scientific terms? And it was explained in Doctor Who that it would be something like that.
Right.
It seemed that the way that the situation was being explained, if ghosts were real, then how would they be explained scientifically? I suspected that it would be explained as something like that.
Right. Yeah.
The snapshots in time, what you are seeing.
Yeah, it's a good callback to the Shakespeare episode.
So yes, another explanation of if this supernatural thing is real, what would be a way of explaining it scientifically? And that would be it.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty much all that I have.
I will say that as well, so I don't go on another weird tangent thing and make people even more upset with me. Even though, if that's even possible. I don't know. That's going to wrap up this episode. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.